Okay, I'm in Rabbath Ammon, or Philadelphia, also called Ammon. This here is the colonnaded street. It's dated around 730 AD. This colonnaded street connected the entrance hall to key palace areas, and it's flanked by columns. Access to the street would have been restricted with gates at each end controlling entry. Side passages lead off the street to residential units. A partly covered drain can be seen running diagonally near the middle of the street. You can see that there. This was part of the clever subterranean Umayyad water system that enabled the supply of water to enter the site. So you can see on either side this area, on either side. And this, again, was not in biblical times. It was after, around 730 AD. So, but this just shows the kind of influence that existed in the city during this time. And here is an early mosque that existed in this area, and this was built after the time of Muhammad, obviously. And inside you have motifs of palm trees and flowers, because they're not allowed to have graven images. But I wanted to show this area to give you an idea of part of Amman. And this is actually towards the north of the top of the Citadel area. So where I am right now, I'm on still Amman and Rabbath Ammon. This is here. This is the Bath Hammam. It's dated 730 AD, so it's not in biblical times. This is in the Umayyad tradition. Social gathering and cleansing at the hammam was an important part of urban living. The hammam was made up of a series of rooms, each with a specific function. Bathers would first enter the vestibule, or for disrobing, vestiary, which had benches and armrests, followed by a sequence of cold, warm, and hot chambers. These would have been the frigidarian, caldarian. The interior of the baths would have been just decorated with a polished stone and marble, along with painted plasters, frescoes, and mosaics. However, none of these decorations have survived. This bath had a discreet north entrance from the monumental entrance hall, which may have been used by the governor and his family. The public entrance was at the south, where people would enter from the large courtyard. And so, to give you a frame of reference, this in this direction here, this would have been in the direction of the colonnaded streets that we talked about earlier. And this is the mosque. So there's her. And then this is to give you an idea of where we are. So this right here is where the water would have been kept. That would have been like a cistern. And I'm just coming over here. You can see the size of this area here and where the bath is located in relation to the rest of the city. So this is the cistern. It's called Burqa, and it's dated 730 AD. It says this uncovered cistern, referred to as the Burqa, and measures 17.5 meters, or 58 feet in diameter, and its stone walls are up to 2.5 meters thick. The interior surface was covered with a waterproof layer of plaster, and you can see terraces of this ancient layer near the stairs. And the stairs would have been right there. The sloped floor connected unwanted silt at the bottom, up to 1370 cubic meters. That's 48,000 cubic feet of water could be collected in the cistern. It was diverted from here, from the roofs of surrounding buildings and from paved surfaces through channels feeding into the north and west sides of the cistern. A column in the center measured the water level. The cistern supplied water for the baths, latrines, and other areas of the settlement. And this is the area of what it would have looked like. So there's the cistern. So if I come over here, you can see the stairs over here. You can see them as they go down. Now we have a plane overhead. And the whole area of the cistern. And you can see how big it is and how thick the walls are. So, and then around the area here, you've got all the different areas surrounding the bath. And this would be facing south. So one of the things I wanted to show here is the influence of this city, the different cultures. And this is a good example. This is in the museum that's at this location, at the site. This says that this was actually an Assyrian right here, right directly in front. And its king submitted to the king Telipileser III in 733 BC. The posed right arm by the side with fists clenched, left arm across the stomach holding a lotus flower. Is that of the royal royalty, also known as in Egyptian, Syrian, and Assyria. The eyes were originally inlaid, and it was found in Ammon. This is from dated the Iron Age 2. This right here, directly to the front, is a male statue with red flanking paint. Both arms are held at the sides, and hands probably originally held weapons. The stiff attitude and the tight mouth suggest the determination of a soldier. The hair in the nose suggests the man to be of African origin. So you can see this, and that right there. And this one right here, directly in front now, is an Ammonite limestone statue of a man holding lotus flowers to the left hand. This is typical Egyptian style. So you can see here the way it looks, it's Egyptian. And this one, you can see different cultures that are found in this area. And this one is in particular importance, even though you can't probably read it. It looks just like, surface, but the inscription here says the Ammonite inscription with Phoenician script found in Ammon Citadel in its Iron Age 2. So this is the Ammon writing, or Ammon, and it shows a Phoenician style type of writing, which is one of the first writing styles in history. So that's of great importance. And again, some more statues that were found that show different cultures and how their influence over this area. Where I am right now is in the museum on Ammon, and I'm looking at a stela that was found at Deir Allah in the Rift Valley, and it mentions Balaam, son of Beor, which is mentioned in the Old Testament. So this is additional archaeological evidence for the accuracy of Scripture. And you can't read this, but this is written and slightly carved out and painted on as well. But you can see, as I come up, some of the writing that's on this that mentions this Balaam, son of Beor.